Welcome to the Buddhistisches Berlin podcast. Join us for live recordings from classes, insightful talks, and guided meditations.
There was a very good question in the break about whether we do anything active in the practice. So I suggested before the break in the talk that we can do the Metta Bhavana by coming fully into relationship with ourselves, fully into relationship with what's going on, our actual emotional responses. But what about the phrases, and what about actively doing something to transform that emotion into metta or into something positive? I think it's a really good question, and yeah, of course, if the phrases are helpful, if saying "May you be well, may you be happy, may you be free from suffering," if that brings metta into being for you, then by all means carry on doing that. What I'm suggesting is a way of experimenting and making sure that we're not short-circuiting something, that we're not short-circuiting our actual emotions before we start to enact the new emotion, if you like. Personally, I also think that if we can come into a full relationship with what's going on for us, that is a very subtle type of activity, which I would say is metta. So if we can really be with ourselves, if we can really be with another person and our responses to them, that in itself is an act of kindness. We're creating space. We are doing something there. And I trust that if I can fully do that, transformation happens. That affects my relationship with myself and my relationship with other people. So I trust that. I don't expect you to trust that, but you might want to try that and see what happens. So it's interesting, isn't it, giving this other option. You can either just sit back and come into relationship to your emotions, or you can say something and do something. They're very different. It's the same practice, and both are valid approaches and valid options. So you've just got to find what works for you. Okay, so let's set up for meditation, and I'll lead this one in the style I've been describing. So just arriving in the meditation posture. Arriving more fully in our sense experience, sounds and smells, taste. grounding in the points of contact between body and earth. So the lower body is rooted. Upper body rising. Whole body breathing. So reconnecting with the sensations of the breath. Breathing into the heart space. The seat of our emotions. So keeping it really simple. Just breathing in and out of the heart space. So thoughts are bound to arise at some point. When we notice that, just notice that. And returning to the sensations of the breath. So seeing if we can come more fully into relationship with our emotional experience. So just dropping in the question, what's my mood? Or what's my emotional experience? So we're just looking for a certain sort of atmosphere or impression, maybe in the form of a single word or an image, felt sense. So what's our mood? And can we be with whatever that mood is in an open and non-judgmental way? And if we're not sure, well, we're not sure. Can we be with that emotional response? So staying in touch with the body, grounded in sensations, being with the breath, and open to the moods of the heart. So just as we dropped in the question, what's my mood? Now I'll drop in the word friend. And just see who comes. So coming into relationship with a friend, either as a visual image in the mind's eye, or a sense of their presence. Becoming aware of our friend. And we might drift off from time to time. So not falling into any judgments around that. Just coming back into the body, back into relationship with our friend. And noticing our own heart's response to our friend. So we're learning to sit with our friend in their fullness and with ourselves in our fullness. And trusting that this transforms. So breathing into the heart space. Allowing our image of the friend to dissolve. And bring into mind a neutral person, someone we know but who we don't have a strong liking for or disliking. Just seeing who comes. So noticing if our attention wavers, whether there's interest, and not falling into judgments about our own response. So coming into relationship with ourselves more fully, and being open to this other person. Just checking in that we are still in contact with the ground, with the breath, the body. And allowing the neutral person to fade from the mind's eye. And bringing to mind somebody we find difficult. And I'd suggest avoiding anything too problematic or traumatic. You can approach those people in time, but just bring into mind somebody we feel an aversion towards, who we avoid, or who we find ourselves confronting. Can we be willing to sit with this person? Can we be open to our own response? And without exiting into thought worlds, and if we do end up in a thought world, just acknowledging that, coming into relationship with that. So we're allowing all responses. Doesn't mean we're indulging them. If there's awareness, we're not doing that. We're allowing, acknowledging. And to the extent we do that, we're transforming. We're grounded in the body and breathing. And bringing back to mind the neutral person and our friend, as well as the person we find difficult. So in relationship to ourselves and to these three people, we just sit together. So aware of each of these human beings. With their joys and successes, and their sorrows, failures, just asking one more question. So is it awareness that distinguishes between friend, neutral, difficult person, me and them? Does that belong more to the realm of thinking? And awareness is simply aware. And open to and intimate with. Seeing if we can rest into that open, expansive, non-discriminating awareness. Which we could also call love, metta, so it's nice if we can, but if we can't, if there's a struggle, well, we just come into relationship with that. And that's also awareness, love, metta. Coming into relationship with what is. body breathing, grounded. Aware of everybody in the room. Opening the heart to others, with others. For others. Aware of the space around us. And beyond us, the city, the night sky. A soundscape. And relaxing all effort whatsoever.